Let's just check if you're live. Okay, hi, hello, good evening, my dear students. How are you all? I hope that you guys can hear me well. Yep, I hope that you are able to hear me, you are able to see me. Just give me a thumbs up if you are able to hear me. Hi, Anjani. Thank you so much, KK sir. Hi, Amit. Hello, dear. How are you? How are you guys? So we are back the band, and this time we will be having many interesting things over here at YouTube. Okay, now what are those interesting things? For that you will have to wait. Okay, and today we are going to have our very first session, and this session is for the gas law. Okay, so we'll be starting and we will be learning a bit about gas laws in this particular. You guys can join me in the chat box. You guys can share the links of these classes so that we can have many students have very interesting discussions. Okay, so today, as I told you, we will be learning about the gas laws. About myself, I'm Ritika. I am your chemistry educator, and talking about my education, I have completed my engineering in electrical communication. Okay, so students, you can join us on our Telegram channels. The links will be provided to you in the description. So today we are going to have a very short and sweet session on the gas laws, right? We are going to have an introduction to the gas laws. The gas laws, of course, very big topic. Okay, so in this class, we will just be having a basic introduction on what the gas law is all about. Okay, what are the different type of laws and what parameters govern the gas laws. Okay, so I hope you all are ready for the session, and let's get started now. So, students, we have been learning about the states of matter since we were very young, right? There are three basic states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. Okay, now, students, the gas laws, it is basically revolving around the behavior, the nature, the characteristic of the gases under different conditions. Okay, which class chapter is this? So this particular chapter, it is present in your CBSE board, in the ICSE board grade 9. Okay, so all the students, you can have a look at this chapter. Okay, tell you. Now, we would not be going into the difference of the gases, liquids, and solids, because I hope everyone already knows that. Today, we will be starting with the parameters which govern the gas law. Now, students, there are basically three parameters which govern the gas law. I hope everyone knows that. First is temperature, second is pressure, and the third one is volume, right? Have you already studied about these three things? So if yes, well and good, we'll just be quickly revising about all these uh, parameters. Okay, तो जो हमारे गैस का जो hi Ayush, good evening. How are you? या सो जो हमारे गैसेस का बिहेवियर होता है, राइट, बेसिक नेचर होता है गैसेस का, वो इन तीनों फैक्टर्स के ऊपर ही डिपेंड करता है. ओके, इट रिवॉल्व्स अराउंड ऑल दीज फैक्टर्स. टेम्परेचर चेंज पर कुछ चेंज हो जाता है, कभी प्रेशर चेंज पर कुछ हो जाता है, कभी वॉल्यूम चेंज पर कुछ हो जाता है, एंड द गैस लॉज आर ऑल्सो डिपेंडिंग ऑन Okay, so now we will be studying about these factors one by one before we go deep into the different laws which were given by different scientists. Okay, so let's start with volume. Can anyone tell me how can we define volume? Yes, students. So can I have active participation? क्या होता है बच्चे लोगों? What do we mean by volume of any particular thing, or be precise, what do we mean by volume of a gas? Anyone? चलिए, I'll tell you. If I talk about volume of a gas, वो क्या है? बेसिकली किसी भी कंटेनर में जो गैस स्पेस ऑक्यूपाई करता है, दैट इज नोन एज इट्स. ओके, अभी गैसेस के केस में क्या होता है? दे टेक अप द होल स्पेस इन विच दे आर केप्ट. ओके, capacity that a container can hold. Yes, very good, correct. Gaming. Can I know the correct name? Volume of a gas is space occupied by that gas. Very good, correct. Now, for example, if I'm having a container like this, okay, so the volume occupied would be whole space which is occupied by this particular gas. है ना? लेट्स सपोज हमारे पास सिलेंड्रिकल कंटेनर है, तो वो पूरा उसका जो वॉल्यूम है, इट वुड बी equal to the volume of gas. For example, if I'm having container shaped in the rectangle, then sorry, cuboid, so that would be in that would be equal to the volume of that particular cuboid. Okay, so this is how we calculate the volume. अब बात आती है how, or how do we express the volume, or what is the SI unit of volume? Anyone? What is the standard unit of volume? Yes, guys. What is the SI unit of volume? Anyone? Okay. Now, bache, if I talk about the standard or the SI unit, meter, cubic meter. Okay, बाकी सारे बहुत सारे यूनिट्स है. We can have centimeter cube, we can have decimeter cube, we can have liter, we can have milliliter. Okay, they're having many units. But if I talk about standard unit, it is meter cube. Correct, Ayush? Correct, PC gaming. Okay, can I know your name, by the way? Chalo. If I talk about 1 meter cube, it is equal to 1000 decimeter cube, or it is equal to 1000 liter. Now these relationships you should be knowing. Okay. Uh, no, meter cube is the correct answer. You written meter cube. No, you correct. Okay. Now 1 liter, it is equal to 1000 milliliter, or it is equal to 1000 cent. So these relations are important when you need to convert the units from one to another. ओके, तो ये हो जाता है हमारा फर्स्ट पैरामीटर. ओके, सेकंड पैरामीटर इज द प्रेशर. तो हाउ कैन वी डिफाइन प्रेशर? क्या होता है प्रेशर? प्रेशर, you all must have already studied about pressure in physics and क्या होता है, कैसे डिफाइन कर सकते हैं? In general terms, can we define pressure? Anjani, it's meter cube. Okay. Anji, what is meant by pressure? चलो, I tell you. So students, what is a pressure? हम लोग, let's suppose there is a particular unit area. Okay, अब इस यूनिट एरिया पर लेट्स सपोज आई एम exerting a force. Okay, so how much force am I exerting on this area? It is termed as the pressure. Now in term of the gases, the pressure is defined as the force which the gas is exerting on the walls of container. Okay, अब ये चीज कैसे हो रही है? Let us try to understand. Let's suppose this is my container in which I am having any gas. अभी ये तो सभी को मालूम है कि gases, they are the molecules of gases, they are constantly moving. Okay, so they are randomly moving in any direction. ओके, अभी ये बिकॉज दे आर मूविंग, वो एक दूसरे से भी स्ट्राइक करेंगे, वो वॉल्स ऑफ कंटेनर से भी स्ट्राइक करेंगे, राइट? सो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट दे एक्सर्ट सम प्रेशर, सम अमाउंट ऑफ प्रेशर ऑन द वॉल्स ऑफ कंटेनर, है ना? इस अमाउंट को हम लोग बोलते हैं प्रेशर. आई होप एवरीवन गॉट इट व्हाट एक्चुअली इज प्रेशर, राइट? नाउ इफ आई टॉक अबाउट द एसआई यूनिट, it is Pascal. SI unit of pressure, it is Pascal. We are also having many more units, okay, जैसे कि millimeter of mercury, centimeter of mercury, torr. Okay, so these are different units of pressure. Okay, atmosphere, very common unit. So 1 atmosphere, it is equal to 760 millimeter of mercury or 76 of, तो ये हो जाता है हमारा सेकेंड पैरामीटर. Got it everyone? I hope everyone of you understood the pressure. Yeah, and the third quantity is temperature. Now if I talk about temperature, अभी temperature क्या है? I don't want temperature right now, but how can we define the temperature? Ayush says it is named after Torricelli. Very good, very correct. So ये जो torr जो unit है, it is named after Torricelli. Good. So temperature, it is any substance का hotness या coldness का जो डिग्री है, डिग्री का जो measure है, it is known as temperature, है ना? So if I talk about the gases, what is or how can we define temperature in term of gases? It is the degree of hotness or coldness of a gas. And this is very common, hope everyone knows. What are the units to measure temperature? चलो ये तो किसी का wrong होना ही नहीं चाहिए. Yes guys, I want answer from everyone. What are the units to measure temperature? Correct, Ayush. The degree of hotness. क्या डिग्री क्या यूनिट होता है? Very good. So we measure temperatures in Kelvin, Celsius and Fahrenheit. Okay, तो ये हमारे different I would say scales होते हैं to measure the temperature. Okay, and the most common is Kelvin scale. Okay, now if I talk about the conversion, students, this is very important. In terms of numericals also you should be knowing it. Kelvin को अगर हमें Celsius में convert करना, so what is the mathematical formula for that? Can anyone help me out with that? How to convert the temperature which is given to you in degrees Celsius into Kelvin? How you are going to do that? Let's suppose you are given 100 degrees Celsius. Now you need to convert it into Kelvin. कितना होगा? And we never write degree Kelvin, okay? This is very important. it is equal to 370. अभी कैसे हुआ? Whenever, very good Ayush, whenever we are given a temperature in degrees Celsius, to convert it into Kelvin, we just add 2. Okay, that is how we convert any temperature given in Celsius to Kelvin. Alright, so students, these were the three basic parameters which govern temperature, pressure, and volume. I hope all the parameters are very much clear to you. Now let's get started with the first law. जो हमारा first और very simple and very common law है, that is Boyle's law. Okay, अभी if I need to explain you in a very simple language, जो हमारा Boyle's law है, it establishes a relationship between volume of a gas and pressure of a gas. Okay, तो रॉबर्ट बॉयल जो साइंटिस्ट थे, उन्होंने क्या किया? He studied the behavior of the gas keeping the temperature as constant. Okay, and what did he find out? He found that the volume of any mass of gas, so mass first of all constant hona chahiye, the volume of any mass of gas, it is inversely proportional to the pressure, providing temperature is. Which are the constant quantities over here? First one is mass and second one is temperature. Okay, normally MCQs are asking that what is the constant quantity in Boyle's law. Okay, and we do temperature, but please note that mass is also the constant quantity over here. Okay, अब let's see कि ये law जो है इसका expression कैसे मिलेगा. So let us suppose हमारे पास में constant amount of gas है. Okay, so we are having a constant mass of gas and it occupies volume V1 at pressure P1. Okay. Yes, Ayush, we are reaching over there. Okay. Now, if I talk about the Boyle's law, what the law says that volume it is inversely proportional to, है ना? तो ये हो गया हमारा expression. Now, if I remove this proportionality sign, I would get a constant. It would look like this. Let's suppose our constant is K is our constant. Now, if I transfer the quantities over here, it would be P1, V1 to K. So that is our equation. But similarly, अभी मैंने क्या किया? The volume has changed. V2, it is the volume occupied at pressure P2. Again, how can I write? I can write V2 is inversely proportional to P. Okay. Similarly, removing the sign, I get A upon 2 and basic transferring, we get this. Okay, so from equation number 1 and 2, what can I write? So this is my equation 1. Here is also a constant K and here is also constant K. So from both these equations, I can write 1B. And this is what? These are Boyle's. Got it everyone? आया समझ सभी को? Hope that this thing is very much clear. Also easy. Okay. Now let us do a numerical to understand the Boyle's law in better way. Okay. Now we have been asked a question that there is a container. Okay, there is a gas which occupies 800 centimeter cube under 760 millimeter of mercury pressure. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to find that under what pressure the gas occupy 380 centimeter cube, the temperature being. Now students, let us try to understand this question. सबसे पहले तो हमें क्या दे रखा है, टेम्परेचर इज, अगर टेम्परेचर कांस्टेंट है तो विच लॉ इज एप्लीकेबल, which law will be applicable over here, would be Boyle's law. Okay, so we are going to Boyle's. Now what is our volume 1? V1 कितना दे रखा है guys? What is the volume 1 given to? This is our volume 1. So V1, it is 800 centimeter. Sorry. Okay. Next, pressure 1. P1 is given us as 760 millimeter of mercury. Okay, so it is 1. It is oh, okay. This is our V1 and next is V2 and V2. अभी देखो हमें क्या वैल्यू दे रखा है यहाँ पर, we have been given volume. Okay, it is 380 centimeter cube and we have to calculate the pressure. Okay, three quantities have been given to us and we have to calculate the fourth quantity. Applying the Boyle's law equation, we have P1 1. Okay, let's put in the values. It is P1, it is 760 into 800 is equal to P2 हमें नहीं दे रखा है into 80. ठीक है, अभी हम लोग क्या करेंगे, we will just transfer. So हमारी जो equation बनेगी, it would be 760 into 800 upon 380, 380, it is equal to pressure. Okay, and when we calculated, our answer would be equal to 1,500 millimeter of. Okay, so that is our answer to the. Okay, I hope you understood this particular question. I hope you understood this particular law. Summarizing the law, if I talk about the constant quantities, it is mass and temperature. Okay, and what is the relation between pressure and volume? It is the inversely proportional. Okay, so basically volume, it is inversely proportional to the pressure. Okay, so this is our Boyle's law. We will be doing many more questions in upcoming classes. We will be also doing the other laws. Okay, so for today, it was just an introductory class about the Boyle's law, about the gas law. I hope you understood the class. I hope you enjoyed the session. So guys, please subscribe to have many more sessions and to have many more numericals, many more practice sessions. Okay, and if you want the PDF, you can download it. Okay, you can also join the Telegram channels and you can also watch the special classes on Unacademy channels. Have a detailed study about every. Okay, so thank you so much everyone. We'll be meeting in the next class. Please keep learning, keep studying. Thank you.